I want to talk to you about banks that require no deposit. Okay, so we are speaking about free checking account with no deposit, and actually the best free checking accounts with no deposit. So here are the banks I want you to think about. First of all, you have Truist. So Truist is the bank that requires no deposit. Okay, so there's no amount to really put forward. And if you go to Truist, I want you to think about the Truist Simple Business Checking. So this is actually how the this account is called the Truist Simple Business Checking, and so you have a straightforward checking process with no monthly maintenance fee. So this is actually perfect if you are just starting out. Okay, so actually you have 50 monthly transactions at no charge. You have a $2,000 cash processing per month at no charge, and you have no monthly maintenance fee. So that's really good for a start if you were to think about it that way. On top of that, you are able to add deals and earn cash back, especially if you have, let's say, a pretty active checking account. Okay, you also so this account is best if you want to complete fewer than 50 transactions per month, and you have under $2,000 per month in cash deposits. And if you don't want a minimum balance requirements, this account is for you. So if you're looking for a bank that requires no deposit, I want you to think about Truist. Particularly, I want you to think about the Truist Simple Checking Business, like Truist Simple Checking Account. Next, you have a Fifth Third. So if you are looking for a bank that requires no deposit, think about Fifth Third Momentum Checking. So this is actually a great account if you want flexibility. So you have free checking, easy account setup, faster access to your pay, plus smart shield security. Okay, and you get all this and more with Fifth Third Momentum Checking. That's kind of good. That's really good whether you're starting or you are let's say an experienced checking account holder. So no monthly or service fee, no minimum balance, identity theft monitoring options. You have you complimentary Fifth Third identity alerts, check writing, over 40,000 fee free partner ATMs, online bill pay. This is really fantastic. So Fifth Third Banks actually is great, and this is actually the most popular checking account. Okay, momentum checking. You do not have to really make any deposit at all. Okay, so if you're interested in more, then that's when you have to make deposits. For instance, they have specialty checking accounts, Fifth Third Preferred Checking, Fifth Third Student Checking Account. They have Fifth Third Military Checking, and they have Fifth Third Express Banking, and they also have Fifth Third Able Checking. If you're looking for banks that require no deposit, I want you to think about First Citizens Bank. This is the bank you will love, okay? And here you have the free checking account. And so this is a no fee, no fuss bank account for managing your money. That's really good. No fees, so you can enroll in paperless statements to avoid the monthly fee. There is no minimum balance, so never worry about maintaining a balance on your free checking account. So that's really good. And you can bank when you want. So basically, with First Citizens Bank, you can enjoy a free digital banking, bill pay, and 24/7 mobile deposits. Okay, that's really good. So you want to drop the fees with this checking account. You get a free checking account when you go paperless. Minimum opening deposit $0. Okay, that's really fantastic. Next, I want to really introduce to you Alpine Bank. So if you are looking for a bank that requires no deposit, I want you to think about Alpine Bank. And this bank is pretty interesting in the sense that you have what they call the Liberty checking account. So when you go to Alpine Bank, look for the Liberty checking account. And here you are able to, you have basic checking for any age with the ability to waive statement fees, but also waive the deposit amounts. You can avoid, for instance, the $3 paper statement fee by enrolling in electronic statements. And there are no fees for electronic statements, by the way. You have a no monthly maintenance fee, no minimum balance requirements. That's really important to really think about it, especially if you are looking for a pretty simple check-in process. If you're looking for a bank that requires no deposit, I want you to think about Discover this year. And Discover does a great job in terms of allowing you to get things done fast, okay? And so Discover actually will allow you to, so this is called the Discover Cashback Debit Check-in. Discover Cashback Debit Check-in. And this is actually great for a cashback, as the name implies, okay? And you can earn 1% cashback on up to $3,000 in debit card purchases every single month. And so there are no minimum deposit requirements. There is no monthly maintenance fee, okay? So the Discover Cashback Debit account actually is great because it allows you to control your money in a very streamlined manner. So you can earn cashback rewards for debit card purchases. There is no monthly maintenance fee. There is no non-sufficient funds fee. There is no ATM fee. Okay, no minimum deposit requirement to open. On the flip side, this account actually does not earn interest. So this is something that you really need to think about. And also you have a 3,000 threshold on cashback qualifying purchases per month. So something to really think about. Also, you have SoFi. So if you're looking for a bank that requires no deposit, I want you to think about SoFi. And SoFi actually has an account called it's called the online checking account, or the SoFi checking and savings account, okay, if you will. And here you have there is no minimum deposit requirements, and you can earn actually up to a 4.60% APY. So that's really good. Also, no monthly deposit fee. That's really fantastic. And with this account, the cool thing is that you have a competitive APY. Think about it, 4.60%. You have few fees. You have early direct deposits. You are able to earn cashback rewards using SoFi debit card. And you have more than 55,000 fee-free ATMs to really account for. Now, to qualify for the up to 300 bonus that you might have with this account, you must open a new SoFi checking and savings account and receive at least 5,000 in direct deposits actually in the next 60 days. So something to really think about. So if you are actually interested in a bank that requires no deposit, I want to introduce to you NBKC. And NBKC actually has an account called NBKC Bank Everything account. And it has an APY of 1.75%. There is no minimum deposit requirements with this account. There is no monthly maintenance fee as well, okay? But this account is actually pretty interesting in the sense that it is a fee-free, high-yield checking account that actually that's really great because you can set up to 10 goals and make manual or automatic transfers towards them while tracking your progress with daily, weekly, and monthly targets. The Everything accounts earn the 1.75% APY on any balance above 1 cent and reimburses up to $12 a month in out-of-network ATM fees. So this account is great because it serves as a single account for both checking and savings. There are no overdraft fees. There are no monthly maintenance or return item fees, and you are able to be reimbursed. You are able to get back $12 per month for out-of-network ATM fees, and there are no monthly qualifications needed to earn APY. Fantastic. On the flip side, incoming and outgoing international wire transfers are $45 per transaction, and other banks and credit unions actually offer a higher yield on checking accounts. So that's really something that you need to really think about. Next, you have Conexus. So if you're looking for a bank that requires no deposit, Conexus is a credit union, but hey, listen, it is still a financial institution. So Conexus is great for credit unions. And with Conexus, you have the Conexus Credit Union Extraordinary Checking, okay? And the APY that you have here, you have up to 1.75% on balances up to $25,000. Minimum opening requirements, $0. There's no minimum opening requirements. There's no monthly maintenance fee, okay? So that's really good. $25 in monthly rebates for ATM provider surcharges. That's really fantastic. And you have a relatively easy set of requirements to earn dividends actually this year. So you can see that basically Conexus has made the job a lot easier. On the flip side, you have a credit union that compounds and credits dividends monthly, and you must open a savings account to get a checking account really. So next you have Ally. So if you're looking for a bank that requires no deposit, I want to introduce you to Ally. And with Ally, you have actually Ally Bank spending account. And basically you have an APY that goes all the way to a 0.25%. Minimum opening deposit, minimum deposit requirements. You have $0 monthly maintenance fee, $0. And so this account is kind of cool because first of all, Ally has high customer service satisfaction, and customer service is widely available. You have low fees and minimums too. On top of that, you have like the ability to earn some interest on your money, okay? And so Ally has a large ATM network and reimburses up to $10 in out-of-network ATM fees per month, and the bank offers 24/7 customer service. So that's pretty good, okay? So those are the top 9 banks that require no deposit this year. Let me give you a few facts here. So if you're looking for a bank that requires no deposit, let's first define what the whole thing really is. So what is a free checking account with no deposit? So a free checking account with no deposit is a checking account that doesn't charge monthly maintenance or account opening fees and doesn't have a minimum deposit requirements. In other words, you can open one with $0 and you will not pay a monthly fee to keep it open. So that's really good. And so this accounts may still charge other check-in fees, right? Like non-sufficient funds or out-of-network ATM fees. However, many waive a lot of these too. So the best no deposit checking accounts also earn interest or offer perks like cashback rewards and ATM fee reimbursement. So this is something to really keep in mind. So overall, free no deposit checking accounts are sort of ideal for beginners because they do not require large deposits to avoid fees. However, other types of checking accounts such as high yield checking or rewards checking accounts may be better for earning money on your deposit, especially if you want to really earn cash on your deposits. So let me talk to you about how to choose your free checking account with no deposit. So if you are looking for a bank that requires no deposit, you got to be really clear as to how you go about it, how you really do the application process, okay? One thing for sure, when picking a free checking account, you got to really ask yourself, why are you looking for a checking account with no deposit in the first place? So because your financial profile will determine how you position yourself, okay? And that's really important in the long run to really have a clear idea how to really run the process. So when picking a free checking account without deposit requirements, you want to consider the bank fees, the interest rates, the rewards, the ATMs, and the access. So when I speak about bank fees, even if an account doesn't charge monthly fee, it may charge fees for other activities, right? I just said this. So pay attention to bank fees for overdrafts, ATM withdrawals, wires, and checks. Also, interest rates. Does the account earn interest, and is the interest rate competitive with other interest-bearing checking accounts? Also, think about rewards. Some checking accounts pay cashback on spending, so consider the cashback rate for these accounts, as well as monthly and annual reward limits that actually apply, especially when you think about flexibility. Think about ATMs. So how many fee-free ATMs does a bank offer, and will it charge you for using out-of-network ATMs? Are third-party ATM fee reimbursement offered? I mean, if that's offered, you are lucky. Also, think about access. So consider how user-friendly a bank's mobile app and online platform are, as well as the number and availability of physical branches for in-person banking. So if you want to really open a checking account with a checking account online with no deposit, so you want to research your options and choose a checking account, visit the bank's website or a physical branch to actually begin your application. You want to really be sure that you're getting the right data and provide personal information and verification to complete the application. So this typically includes your social security number, your government issued ID, and contact information. So the thing is that can you really open a bank account with no deposits? The question is really interesting in the sense that yes, you can actually do that, but you have to really understand that you are actually offsetting a cost with another because as I told you a little earlier, the bank has to make money, right? So basically, they allow you to open an account with no deposit, but how are you going to monetize the whole transaction? Because it has to be a win-win for you, but also for the bank. So the bank is giving you, are they giving you an APY on your money, or are they charging you for a certain amount of transactions every month? Because the bank has to really find a way to really monetize the whole transaction. Now, if you want to open an account, a bank account with no deposits, you have to really understand that there are some factors that vary between institutions. So, for instance, you have online transfers, you have mobile banking, you have ATM access. Oh yeah, you have online bill pay. That's a biggie. You have direct deposit. You have debit cards. You have overdraft fees. That's another biggie. You have monthly maintenance fees. You have minimum balance requirements. You have automatic savings. You have customer service hours. You have interest rates, and you have number of accounts. So the whole thing is don't actually choose a bank that's really giving you a no deposit, but then customer service is really crappy, right? You want to have a sorry about that. You want to have a certain minimum of customer service. Otherwise, the whole experience is not going to be enjoyable to you. So be very careful when choosing the banks that require no deposit here, okay? And luckily, you can also choose an online bank, and an online bank doesn't have brick and mortar branches, but at least the cost will be cheaper if you were to think about it that way. So in conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about banks that require no deposit. I gave you the banks, the facts, and now the conclusion. So the banks we spoke about Truist, Fifth Third, First Citizens Bank, Alpine Bank, Discover, SoFi, NBKC, Conexus, and Ally. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.